की ये तेरे दीवानों की महफिल है। यहाँ पे आना आसा है पर यहाँ से जाना मुश्किल है।
उड़ी बाबा उड़ी बाबा उड़ी बाबा बाबा उड़ी बाबा उड़ी बाबा उड़ी बाबा नशा ये कैसा मुझे हो गया नशा ये कैसा मुझे हो गया।
Hi, welcome to another Tomcat video. In this video, I'm going to be revisiting the 20-minute motorcycle, only I'm going to be focused more on a bicycle-based design. I have a prototype here. I'm calling it the Climbing Arrow. We got some Chumbawamba tires. We got some big honkin' Honjo fenders on here. I'm excited to work on this project. It's going to be a little bit challenging because the bottom bracket area is so narrow. Whereas on the 20-minute motorcycle, there was like a foot peg area that was really wide, and that allowed the frame to triangulate in multiple directions, multiple planes. So I was able to get this kind of big truss structure. But with a bike kind of structure, we had this super narrow bottom bracket area and a super narrow chain stay, like seat stay area. And so I'm kind of worried about whether this structure will work. The idea is to make a modular bike that you could take apart, reconfigure, change the frame geometry on the fly, or as you're prototyping, and change the wheel size, do different things with it, and then also be able to take it apart for travel. So once you have a bike in the geometry you want, you unbolt it, bag it up, and then fly with it somewhere. That's the idea anyway. We'll see what happens. I would rather try and fail than fail to try working on this. I had this idea for a while, so I really want to see what it turns out to be. I am sending out some parts for laser cutting at Suncut Send. I'm having a little kind of design challenge of figuring out how to do this double bend on these brackets. But I think it's going to be cool. And I'm also really fortunate to be here in an awesome shop run by Steven, our shop manager. He just finished publishing this book, which I want to promote here, called CNC Beginner's Guide, CAD CAM and Machining. He learned how to do machining at the Exploratorium, and we have a lathe and a mill here and a welder, and I would love to learn how to do the lathe so I can turn the head tube to put the headset in, and use the mill to slot the seat tube, and doing some other machine operations, and of course using the welder to set up these brackets. This kind of full frame down here is a callback to the Joe Breeze. It's kind of a homage to the Joe Breezer first mountain bike. So very cool. I'm excited to try out some geometry in that area. So yeah, check it out. Here's the rack mount area based off the Specialized Globe Hall geometry. So I could get a Globe Hall rack and just tack it on here if I wanted to. I think I'm going to try to do a custom rack. Then this is a Surly dinner fork with a through axle, and Honjo fenders, which barely fit. I don't know if they are going to fit with this tire size, so maybe that'll have to change. But this fork is really exciting. Same fork as is on a Surly Grappler. Alright, that's it for this Tomcat video. Thank you for watching. Be good to yourself and others. Thanks for staying in touch, and we'll see you out there for the next video. See ya.